Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Nick Shrum, Andy Simo. Kevin is on turkey duty, so unable to join us. Tough one for the fellas yesterday because it was dead early, and then me and Andy hit late. Felt good to get the win in the book, but it doesn't count. So I'll hand it off to Andy for a quick recap of yesterday's parlay.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, if you were smart, you would play like Kev, and anytime the early game loses, he just parlays the next two picks, which ended up working out for him. But we'll start with his Colorado plus 11.5. This line moved a lot, like right after we did our recording, and it did not work out. Colorado, I think, lost by close to 30. They got eviscerated. I watched some of this game. Iowa State's defense, they could not get to the paint at all. They were suffocating. So, note to self, Iowa State, very good. Take the under in those games. And then I had Donovan Mitchell, 25 plus. He didn't have much early in the first quarter. I think he only had 3 in the first quarter, but he pretty much exploded in the second half. I think he finished with 30. So, solid hit for me there. And then Strom, Rockets plus 3.5. Was dead, came back to life in overtime, and then they ended up winning by, I don't remember how much. I think it was 5.
I think it was like 7.
7. Yeah, they ended up covering the number pretty easily, but they blew a lead, an 8-point lead with 2 minutes left, ended up going to overtime, and then just overtaking the 76ers in OT. So, luck of the draw. Definitely would have been a fun sweat, but,
That would not bet. I would have been crying.
Yeah.
I was like 8-point lead. It's over, and then so whatever. It hit.
So on the month, Strom is 14-13, as well as Kevin. I am 12-14-1. Overall 3-23. But it is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yeah, we have a parlay for football. We have one pick in every football game, so at least it'll give you something to watch, hopefully towards the end, all the way to the end. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers definitely crossed. I'll start with my pick. I'm going to the crappy game. I'm going to the Giants, Cowboys. I'm going Tyrone Tracy, 60-plus rush yards. The Cowboys' second worst run defense in the league, giving up over 150 yards per game. They've been absolutely terrible. Tracy, if he gets the carries, he's going to hit the number. He's in the last 3 games, he's had 15 or more carries. The last 3 games he's had 15 or more carries. He's went 145 on 20 carries, 16 carries, 66 yards, and then 18 carries, 103. Last game against Tampa, they got blown out, so they just stopped running. But he still had 9 for 42. So he's been really effective running the ball. The Cowboys defense, obviously, not good. Just not good about it. So if he can have 15 carries, I think he can hit this number pretty easily. That's really the key. They just can't get blown out like they did against Tampa, and I don't think that the Cowboys are going to do that. So
Drew Lock will keep him close, right?
I love me some Drew Lock. Almost won his pass yards. You could get it at like 196. I was like, not even 200.
Should have done it.
I like Tyrone. Tyrone Tracy's good. Like he's a good find for them. He's had 3 games over 100 rush yards in the last 6 weeks. So
yeah, you could call him a good find, but they let probably the best running back go, which is funny.
It's true.
It is comical how good Saquon is.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to be good. Like he wasn't going to be this good on the Giants.
No, absolutely.
It's like saying, "Oh, the Cubs let Kyle Schwarber go." Like he wasn't going to be that good. He wasn't going to be that good with the Cubs.
Kyle Schwarber would have been the exact same guy with the Cubs.
No, he wouldn't have. Not a chance. Not a chance.
100%.
He would have been fine, but he wouldn't have been this good. So, all right, Strom, what do you got?
Yep, I'm going late game. I'm going Pat. Sorry, we have a little doubling action in the background. I'm going late game. I'm going. How about you go, Kevin's? I'll put mine on mute.
All right. So Kevin is going Jahmyr Gibbs, 70-plus rush yards. Against the Bears, Bears have allowed 70-plus rush yards in 4 straight games to opposing running backs. Gibbs, obviously, one of the best running backs in the league. He's hit this 2 out of his last 3, 3 out of his last 5, 4 out of his last 6. And in the games he didn't hit 70-plus, he had 69 and 65. So he's really, really solid running back. Bears' running defense has gotten gashed pretty much all year. They're middle of the pack in run defense, but against running backs, they've been specifically bad. So, Jahmyr Gibbs 70 plus. I'm worried because I don't think he's going to get 20 carries. He's probably averaging 14, so he needs to have big chunk plays.
Yeah, I mean, the last 4 weeks they've been getting hit pretty good here. The Bears defense. It's usually to bruiser backs. So it's usually to bruiser backs like James Conner.
Yeah, right.
But we'll see. And I might have to take a. Oh, he's going outside. This is good podcasting. 1 second.
Just let the dog out.
That's good podcasting right there. The dog goes outside. Let him bark outside. All right. I am going to the late game. And I'm going Packers -2.5 at home against the Dolphins. And Tua sucks in the cold weather. Under 45 degrees. He has never won in his career. 0-7 straight up. This Packers offense has really been clicking. As long as Jordan Love doesn't throw the ball to the Dolphins, they should have a good chance of winning. Josh Jacobs has been really good on the ground. Cold weather here tonight. I think it's supposed to be 25. Grounded pound, bruise them, hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs. So I think they should win at home. -2.5, win by 3.
Only thing concerning to me, and really I don't even know if it's a concern, like Dolphins have a pretty solid defense, and Jair Alexander's out. But like it won't matter if Tua just lays an egg like he always does in the cold. So
yeah, I mean both teams have been pretty good. Dolphins have won 3 straight, but against okay competition. I mean They beat the Rams, the Raiders, and then who did they beat? The Patriots. Green Bay's won 4 of their last 5, and I mean last week you can say they pounded the 49ers, but I don't count that. Close game against the Bears, got pounded by the Lions, Jags, and Houston. So they haven't been beating great teams either. I don't know if Green Bay is a little fraudulent, but guess we'll find out tonight.
Hopefully not tonight. Hopefully find out later in the weeks, but not tonight.
Yeah, I agree. How about you pound the Dolphins?
Yeah. All right. So to recap our picks, we got Jahmyr Gibbs 70 plus rush yards at -150, Tyrone Tracy 60 plus rush yards at -140, Packers -2.5, -151, comes out to +381 for today's parlay.
Would love a little Thanksgiving winner.
Yeah, it'd feel good. It definitely feel very, very good.
Early game. Go Bears, baby.
Go Bears. 11:30. Very excited for that. So, all right, let's get it.